My reporting time was 20 minutes prior to my actual exam starts, but I entered the building just 2 minutes before, rushing through the entire elevator. I don't even know how you wanna rush, but me and my next examiner entered right at the same time, and I had to go through all those securities. My cat is missing here, the doctor is there. Like, the entire day went in such a rush. Hey, hello. So I was in the middle of packing my, clothes and everything, and found out this little mic. It's my dad's for his karaoke. So I was like, why don't I film a YouTube video? It's gonna be very chill one, like a story time. My experience on IELTS day, as I mostly post all the YouTube videos about IELTS. So I think it's going to be really helpful for all of my peers and friends who will, take the exam pretty soon or recently or maybe tomorrow, who knows. So if you're watching this the day before your IELTS test, I think it's a good step already. It's the right one. I did that too. Let's try to post for a thumbnail, shall we? I think, okay, that's enough. I'm sharing my experience, so you don't go through the same that I went or all the messes. You can skip that part, and you can also mentally prepare yourself for what to expect and what to not. First thing first, I did tons of research and chose British Council to arrange my IELTS examination. Though everyone asked me not to and go for IDP because BC is more stricter, but I went regardless because I was studying in an institution which was under IDP. It's American Council. I would not recommend that institution to any human being on earth. No, 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 no. And if I would have asked them to arrange, I think they would have arranged for me next year, They didn't still pay my scholarship money. Whatever. So yeah, I went with British Council, so my exam center was Radisson Blue for written ones and British Council Agrabad for speaking session. Okay, so the night before, I was also watching something similar video as I told you about I'll stay, what to expect and what to not, so I can mentally prepare myself what to take and what to not. So they told me in a video that you don't need to go as early. So I was like, okay, I don't need to go as early. They'll seize my things, phones, books, and everything already. So yeah, why I go that early? My reporting time was 3 hours prior to my actual exam even starts. So why bother, right? And so what I did so what I did was I made up a plan. I decided to call British Council 3 hours prior to my exam and my reporting time, and I will tell them that, okay, I'm gonna be a bit late. I'll just let them know, just gonna let them know that I'm becoming, but I'm gonna be a bit late. They told me to rush. They literally told me to rush. And I went there like a Oompa Loompa. Nothing happened on. I just got a call. I have to join a Zoom meeting right away. I'll either gonna finish this tomorrow or after the Zoom meeting. Whatever. Bye. The night before, I was sort of determined that I'm not going to study in the morning because in the morning I want to keep my mind a little bit light. তো আমি যেটা করলাম, সব কিছু রাতে পড়ে নিলাম, ভাবলাম সকালে আসতে ধীরে কামলি রেডি হবে অ্যান্ড অল, ওইভাবে কামলি হতে পারলাম না যেহেতু দে আস্ক মি টু রাশ। ওখানে যে অনেস্টলি কিছুই না, দে আস্ক ইউ টু সেট and they'll first seize everything. But before that, I want to suggest you, if you want to go late, but not much going to happen. You will get into the exam regardless, because this ask you for an interview at first. So if you are unprepared yet and you want to study, I would definitely suggest you to go a bit late, not a lot late. Definitely prior to your actual exam start, but a bit later than your reporting time. Once you're there, they'll take away all your electronics. Your bag, everything will be put in a plastic bag, a big plastic bag. They won't even allow plastic bottle like this. Like, they said that anything with label is not allowed. Even this white stuffs are not even allowed. So I would suggest you not to bring anything except for your passport, because your stationery items will be already provided by them. Also, if you have a hair like me, here is the clip I always use. while doing my exam, I always clip up my hair. So while you go for exam, try to trick something so you can clip it up or like put it up here, right? My hair was down that day, I wore it like that, but my microphone got stuck on my hair. So this is also something I'm gonna suggest to you. If it's better for you to do an updo or something that your microphone won't get stuck with your hair. It's gonna be a little embarrassing, but yeah. They'll let you only have your passport with you, and then you're gonna sit into your waiting area or zone. There will be so many people with you, you'll have nothing on you there, so you can go to the washroom and everything, because washroom afterward will be an extremely big hassle. So if you want to do anything or like you want to get freshen up, do it that time while you wait. And they'll ask you by your name and do a little interview based on who did the speaking session first and who did the read and after. Then they'll ask you for a pic. So yeah, do a little glam, try to do something with your face. I still regret for not doing anything. My picture didn't came out that well. They're gonna ask you for a signature without showing you, so you have to remember the signature you did while you registered. So remember that, and they're gonna ask you to do the signature again. It's a sort of authentication process. Your name and everything is authentic, and it's your identification and everything. They'll just make sure of it, and then they'll let you go to the actual room for exam. Once you're in the room, you have to sit according to your registration number. There are so many people or volunteers who will assist you, around 5 to 6. There will be one volunteer with a microphone. There will be one volunteer with a mic at the front. They'll also give you instructions on what to do and what to not. On the desk, there will be already your stationary items and microphone and everything that you need. Sorry, not microphone, your headphone and everything you need. There's a filter at the side, and with plastic cups, you can go drink anywhere, anytime you want from there. I also asked them for extra tissues as my hands get sweaty, like my palm gets really sweaty. They ask you to use the tissue and throw it to the dustbin right away, but I told them about my palms getting sweaty, so they let me keep my tissue with myself. Our segment sequence, the first part listening, then it was reading and writing. So for reading and listening, you have to use pencils only. So only pencils were allowed. If your mock test tell you to know you cannot use pencil, that's BS. Only pencils are allowed, not pens. Do not fill up the introduction area or forms on the upside, because it's better to follow the instruction while you fill that up. It's very important, so do not before they ask you to. You'll have sufficient time to fill that up, no worries. I remember finishing up my reading module 10 minutes prior to the actual time. I went to fill the form in, so they didn't let me. Also, one thing I want to add, there was a huge confusion during my mock test if there is extra page allowed during writing. Of course, there is extra page allowed during writing. All you have to do is just ask. You cannot bring anything yourself. They'll give you themselves. So one thing I want to let you know about the washroom or restroom incidents, you are not allowed to go during the break. While you're going to submit your answer paper to the volunteers, you cannot go to the washroom. You are only allowed to go to the washroom while you're giving the exam or like during the exam time. It can take away a good amount of time from your exam, so it's better not to. So yeah, remember one thing, you're definitely not allowed to cheat, like common sense, you're not. But you're also not allowed to write after the time is up. They'll notice, trust me, they will notice, and you might get expelled, I don't know, but they'll notice. One candidate was trying to do that and they noticed and something happened. I didn't care because like I was really focused into my own business. So that's something that can happen. Be very careful. Do not write after the time is up. Your parents can definitely wait in Radisson Lounge area. You can take your parents just with you. You can take your parents with you just like I did. But now for the speaking, let's talk about how my speaking module went. Well, as I already told you at the very beginning, I was really great. I'm gonna share what happened actually that day. The speaking Tasmania wasn't that far away from my house, so I was like, okay, I can leave just 25 minutes before my exam, right? 25 minutes before my reporting time. I planned to go on exact reporting time, not late, right? But that day I was supposed to take my cat to her doctor. Unfortunately, my cat got lost. We were all shocked how even my cat got outside. She was this little baby kitten, like a kitten, not even a big cat. So I really panicked. We were looking for her everywhere and we couldn't find her. The adopter was there already. I told her, I called her that this has happened. My exam is on the way. So like I was really tense and distracted because that's a baby kitten. I can't find her. She's not even allowed to go out. She usually doesn't, so it was a very concerning. But Alhamdulillah, after my exam was done that night, she came all by herself because we threw foods here and there. So Alhamdulillah, that was a good sign. No worries. Yeah, so that's why I was really late. If you take your parent, just like I did, they won't allow your any guardian inside the lounge area of the British Council office. So while they ask you for all the security checks and everything, on that area outside the office there is a chair my mama was sitting on. They gave her there and asked her to wait there. So I would say it's better not to take your guardian with you during speaking modules. So my authentication process was done right after my exam. As I was really late, the security guard, she was a girl, and she was a beautiful lady. She was telling me, "Oh, don't rush, don't rush." I was like, "No, my exam is about to start. You're not understanding." Like da da da. They were telling me, "Okay, calm down. I'm just gonna start." I'm like, "No, no, 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 just turn it right away. Like turn it on right away. I don't want to be late." So it was such a rush moment. So they were kind enough actually to do all the authentication process right after my exam. During the authentication process, they were trying to photocopy document. I generally don't remember it. I would say to take your passport with you for safety. It's better. Also, they took me into a room. It was sort of an office room. In that room, there was a desk, chair. On the desk, there was a laptop and a headphone for me to use, and a blank piece of paper with a pencil. That's it. Your invigilator will leave the room, only you and your examiner on the phone, like on the laptop through the video call. Prior to leaving the room, the invigilator introduced me to the teacher first, and after that he left the room. My time started exactly the moment I greeted her. Don't look at yourself again. I'm telling you, you're gonna look a little funny. It's gonna distract you. Don't look. Also, there is a strict rule about not touching the laptop. So my examiner told me, sorry, not the examiner, my invigilator told me not to touch anything on the laptop or she'll leave right away, and she has the right to do so. So be very careful on that. Do not touch anything, or do not make like you're looking or you're touching anything or you're trying to cheat, don't make it look like that. The entire session finished pretty earlier than expected, as I already shared the reason on my speaking video. Within maybe 20 minutes, and yeah, I was done. I left the room, I left the office, and I went to my house. Nothing happened afterwards. So if your exam is near and you're planning to sit very soon, best of luck, best wishes. Hopefully you're gonna do your best. Be very confident and don't pressure yourself right before the exam. Try to keep your mind as calm as possible, and hopefully you're gonna get your desired result. Stay blessed, and Allah Hafiz.